Yeah.
because you're precise to be in it.
You'll have to remind me about the drink as well, Monica, or when to do it.
Okay, so Ewan,
Yes.
we have a game apparently, because I'm in charge. We have decided that if we're coming up on a stream with me, we have to use the most ridiculous drinking
Like,
thingy you can find. If you have one, please.
oh wow, tea
Yeah.
and coffee.
Cool.
I don't even drink coffee. It's just full of water.
That works. Hello and welcome to Expertzone Live Extra today on Thursday evening. Hello, everyone. And I've got this side. I'm getting better at this, you know. It's like the ladies in the planes when it's reversed. It's like that. I've got two amazing guys from the field team with me tonight. I've got Joe on the top. Hang on, that way. I can do this. It's really complicated. And Ewan beneath Joe right there. Hello. And we're just gonna dive into some stuff that these guys have been doing over the last 3 or 4 months. But let's just have a look at the chat and see who's in the house today. We've got Gareth Smith. Hello, Gareth. We have Aaron. We've got Adam. We've got John. We've got Haley. Hello. So we've got a few people watching, which is amazing. So thank you for joining us. And before we start, we have decided that, because why not? It's Thursday. We are going to try to introduce some interesting drinking vessels to our stream today. So, Joe, what have you got?
So I've actually got a Viking horn with me today.
Look at that.
Actually, a real Viking horn with water in it.
Yes, it's water, it's not mead, we promise. Ewan, what have you got?
Oh, I've got a bit of a relic from a joke from a bygone era. It's the hashtag Team Coffee flask.
Hashtag Team Coffee, oh my
And
god.
just to prove that I'm not playing favourites, I did sneakily order the Team Tea one as well, but my girlfriend stole it off me, so I'm stuck with the coffee one.
He's on the fence. He's on the fence. Oh my! It's gonna start off in a chat. It'll be Team Coffee, Team Tea in a moment. I'm sure. Viking Horn, a classic. Of course it is. And I've got a goblet because I am sitting on a throne. So I thought I'd just go all out and have a throne and a goblet with water. It's water. So yes, we're gonna have a look at what the field team has been doing over the last 3 or 4 months. Because yesterday I was speaking to someone and they have enlightened me that it has been 4 months. Because yesterday was the 8th of July and we started 8th of March, correct? I think, right?
Yep.
That's right.
God, this is insane. Oh, there you go, Aaron. Tea, coffee. Have both. Exactly. Why pick if you can have both? Guys, this is very strange for you, right? Because you're normally field-based. So I'll start with you, Joe. So tell us a little bit about yourself, because people don't know you on a chat. Maybe something.
Yeah, so my name's Joseph. I'm a territory manager primarily covering the West Midlands area. So Microsoft Field Team, of course, as you mentioned. I've been in the business now since the beginning of March. So literally just before. Yeah, so I basically started and it was like, oh, here's a lockdown for you. I was like, oh, okay. So.
Oh my god, brilliant.
Yeah.
So you don't know any better.
No, so this is a brand new world for me. So I was born into this. I know no different. So this is.
You were born into the shadows.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So I kind of have seen your slide, the introduction slide. What's your favorite sports team? Oh my god, this is all gonna kick off in a minute, isn't it? In the chat, we'll start speaking sports.
So I am an Aston Villa supporter. They are playing this evening, and we're obviously going to beat Manchester United.
Don't say that. Oh my god, I can see it going in a second because Rich is already chipping in. Tea is life, of course. Oh my god, there we go. Sticker on, sticker off, inverted.
Yeah, I love football. But yeah, I've been a season ticket holder for 3 years as well. So yeah.
Look at that. And tell us some one of the things that you love doing, like your hobby or something.
So hobbies, yeah. So I love traveling. Absolutely love traveling. Into just over 11 countries actually. So I love meeting new people. And yeah, that kind of thing. So
when this is all over and we are allowed out, where are you going to go?
Sweden. Definitely Sweden.
Svenska? Hey.
Svenska, yes. I mean,
do you speak Swedish?
Skål.
Skål, yes.
Skål.
You should definitely learn some Viking speech, so I can give you some tips.
Yeah, no, brilliant. I'd really appreciate it, yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's brilliant. I love Sweden.
And Ewan, so tell us a little about yourself as well, please.
God, so I've been in this field team for 2 years now, a little bit over 2 years, and before that I was working partially as the active seller role for Microsoft as well. So I've been in it for a bit of the long haul. I was part of the mixed reality team. If anyone remembers that flashback, that was a lot of fun. Joe, you won't know about that story. That was an interesting one. I had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, no, I've been part of the team for 2 years now. Lockdown has been a bit interesting for me because I started a secondment right at the start of lockdown as well. So I started working part time for the commercial team with Microsoft 2 days a week through the start of lockdown. So that was a bit interesting, starting a brand new job role
Yeah,
at the
no
same
kidding.
time, literally juggling two jobs at once while dealing with a global pandemic. So I think I could handle pretty much anything someone
I
threw at
think
me.
you're definitely ready. I can tell you that.
Yeah, yeah.
Gareth Hopkins says his dad lives in Sweden and in Malmo. So you've
Oh,
got some.
Malmo.
There you
Yes.
go. So you've got
Yeah,
some
Malmo. I'm Gothenburg and Jönköping. It's spelled John
Jönköping. Yeah,
Coping. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Jönköping. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah.
look at you. Okay, we're gonna prata a little svenska in a minute. So, cool. So, what about your sports team, Ewan? Are you into sport?
I am not into sports at
Okay,
all. My
good.
closest sport that I enjoy, and I haven't enjoyed it for a while, is rock climbing. But I
Oh,
literally haven't been rock climbing in about a year, which is
wow.
rubbish. And I've gotten so, I used to be like pretty good at it, pretty decent and fairly flexible, and now I'm kind of like an old tree. I'm all creaky in that, and I just can't quite do it anymore. So I need to get back at it,
Awesome.
shake off the
Uh,
cobwebs.
what about a hobby? Just give us something that maybe people don't know about.
So I was telling Joe before this, he had absolutely no idea. I've got a degree in music, so I'm in a band. I play drums.
Yeah.
My big lockdown project, apart from working two jobs like a maniac, was I directed and made our own music video so I learned how to video edit and and make a music video over lockdown. So that makes it sound like I've been like some kind of superhuman over lockdown. I've not. I've been mainly sitting about in my pajamas being overly stressed out, but
That's all of us,
yeah.
mate. I
Managed to do all
mean,
right with that at
I,
least.
I went to the cinema the other day. It was amazing. And I had to put jeans on, and it was a very interesting experience. I'm just gonna
What's,
leave it at that.
my partner asked me this earlier, like, what in the world are they showing in the cinema? Because nothing's coming out right now. Are they just
No,
showing
they're
like
showing
reruns?
old films. So I watched Interstellar, which was amazing because I love the soundtrack, and I've never seen it in cinema. Mind blown! It was fantastic. So they're replaying Star Wars, the legacy one, Interstellar, like old school films till the new ones get in, and it was fantastic. Okay, we're getting off the subject. Oh my god, I can talk cinema for days. But yeah, the chat is blowing up with tea. Sweden, and also drummers are underrated heroes.
We are
Oh,
the only thing that holds the band together. The rest of them are all animals.
over
That's
there.
Animals, I tell you.
Cool. So actually, it's quite interesting because as a field team members, you go into stores, right, to speak to RPs and train them and tell them what's new with Microsoft. But you haven't been able to do that, obviously, because everything's been locked down. So, what have you been doing for the last 3 or 4 months? Because obviously you had to adapt just like everybody else. But you still stayed in touch, right? So what's going on with you guys? What's your jobs like?
So as I mentioned, I started this secondment as well at the same time. So my work schedule has been a little bit different than Joe's, for example. But in the times that I've been working on the retail side, it's mainly just been making digital content from my perspective, and we'll cover on some of the stuff that I've been making
Yeah.
going forward. But yeah, just getting quite nitty gritty with it and making plenty of stuff so that we can hit the ground running as soon as we get back in the stores.
What about you, Joe? What
So
have you been?
yeah, similar. Well, so a big part of stuff that I've been working on actually is gamification with learning resources.
Ooh.
So yeah, I've been basically using training resources and trying to make them more fun, a bit more engaging for retail professionals in store, essentially, like you say. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff with gamification, which has been really successful. Actually, I've had some really good feedback about that.
I think we have an example of
Oh,
that. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Microsoft
Yeah.
365 stuff.
Yes.
Right. So
Aha.
you've done
Yes.
something. Yeah. I know stuff. I know stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, please. That would be amazing because this looks really weird, and it's and you have shrunken my little box there. So I'm just gonna leave it there. It's fine. Yeah. So please walk us through it because I'm not sure what's going on here. That would be amazing. Hmm. Right. This is looking really weird. I mean, there's a cap there, and there's a what's that first aid kit. I mean, how is that M365?
The first aid is actually family safety. So it's the idea of family safety. Yeah, we should. Yeah, so some of them are harder than others. Of course, the We Need You, that would be PowerPoint. So then does that make a bit more sense?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, I think I get it. So what
I
about
think
what's the poster on the wall?
so. So that actually the scribbling that is actually whiteboard.
Ah.
So obviously that's so whether you want to potentially want to do like brainstorming, collaborating, putting down ideas for like the next big thing. Oh, I noticed as well in the chat you were saying, yeah, I might have been muted, so apologies for that. I hope that should be fixed now.
Yeah, I
Um,
think we got it. Yeah, all good.
yes, that's whiteboard, the one at the back there. So
That's very clever.
um,
That's so cool. And this is the American guy that wants you in the army
yeah,
in the
yeah,
US, which is really
yeah.
random.
That is so. Did you? I don't know if you call that one. Do you want to have a guess if you didn't catch that one? What it might be?
But
I'm gonna say PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's it, Ewan. PowerPoint, because he's a powerful figure. He's pointing. It's some of them are a bit. You've got to, say what you see.
that makes sense.
As they
Oh
say.
God. Okay. I think I would have failed
Some of
the
them, yeah.
challenge.
Some a little bit harder than others. A quick one again. Snapback hat is actually snap feature. So yeah, it's it's quite a few.
Oh, and the safe. Okay, I got that one. I think.
Do you think you got the safe? Yeah. What
Yeah.
would you? What
Is
do you have?
that the personal vault?
It is the personal
Yes!
vault.
Like I know something. It's very exciting. Oh, this is so cool. So you've created that.
Yes, so that was an early gamification idea. Again, like I was saying, it would be great for retail professionals in stores. It's something that's quite easy to do just on a one-to-one basis as well, or you can do it at a large scale session as well. It's just something that's quite adaptable, and obviously that's what we need, I think, right now, isn't it, in these
Yeah.
uncertain times? So it's a good idea, I think.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Maybe
I
I
love
just
it.
need to come up with something a bit more clearer, maybe.
Yeah. No, wait. Hey, it's if it works for other people, I don't have to know everything. No, but it makes you think, doesn't it? Because you wouldn't necessarily associate. I wouldn't the power guy with the PowerPoint. So it's quite nice because now that's stuck in my head. That's my association. So it's an anchor along the way, which is what you want.
Yeah, definitely.
Fabulous. So what about you, Ewan? Because again, you've been on a slightly different path. So have you created anything similar? Have you been doing gamification or something else?
So there was one that I sent through, which was a Windows Spinner game. So we had a previous iteration of this with Office, but it was basically just a way of encouraging people to get a really, really quick and easy demo or explanation of a Windows feature, which was just really, really easy and accessible. We know in these times you're not going to get a long form one-to-one training session with us or a one-to-many training session. It's just not going to happen. So being able to make things just a little bit quicker and a little bit easier just to pick up and go with, that makes a massive difference. And you'll be able to see on the screen just now as another example of something which I've focused on quite a bit. I made 20 of these things, so I'm almost sick of seeing them, but not quite. This is a microbyte, which is basically, it's kind of a cheat sheet. Okay. So I'll pick a subject, pick an item, and this will give you a one-stop shop where once you finish reading this, you will know what it is. You will have a general idea and you'll have a couple of key points to take away from it and you'll be ready to go. So the example we got here is Windows Eye Control, which is something that's been inbuilt in Windows 10 for a wee while now, but not a lot of people know about it. A lot of people are still spending a lot of money on really expensive software for accessibility purposes, and this stuff is now inbuilt in Windows and you can just use it.
Can you actually explain what that is? Because maybe some people in the chat don't know. It's quite useful.
So it's a really, really intelligent piece of software. Basically, Windows is providing the software architecture for it, and all you need is the hardware for it. Whereas previously, you'd need to spend 800 odd quid on the software and then buy the hardware on top. But a popular brand would be something like Tobii. So Tobii eye track is a common one. It was originally a gaming focused bit of technology, which was to sort of enhance first person shooters where like the camera would be a bit more accurate to what your eye is actually looking at. But it's doubled up as being as a really, really effective accessibility feature. Basically, it'll you can pick these things up for about 130 quid or something like that. They're pretty cheap now. Plugs into a USB, and it'll just sit underneath your webcam or above it, depending what what setup you've got. And it will just track to whatever you're looking at. So if you have your screen open, and say you have your on-screen keyboard open, and you want to type something, you can just look at the letters and it will start typing them as you go along. Similar, it will pick up blinking patterns as well for left click and right click. As I mentioned, if you've got in video games, it will say track the camera around more if you're using that as well. But you can use pretty much every single function on a Windows device by using eye control on it. So it's a really, really powerful feature in terms of accessibility. So that was one of the things I focused on in the microbytes, was the accessibility features and some of these sort of more obscure nitty gritty things. So someone could sit and read this and they'll just immediately get a grasp of it. But one of the other things I've been focusing on a lot with the microbytes is business within retail. Generally, it's something that I think we sometimes shy away from having these kind of discussions around business. I've seen it in stores of some members of staff are like, I don't want to get involved with business sales, they're too complicated, they're a bit scary, all that kind of thing. So I've been making it a bit more sort of bite-sized chunks, so basically making this a little bit more accessible, because yes, it can be a bit of a complicated world, but there's some easy fundamentals in it which I've built around these, which can hopefully make things a lot easier for people when they're coming to store. We were certainly quite surprised just before lockdown when we were in some of the retailers and people were just panic buying laptops. Just, I need them to work from home and so on and so forth. Yeah. But we didn't properly prepare. And I don't think any of the retailers really properly prepared for the knowledge that was required in order to allow people to have the correct features on their device to work from home. Because depending on what your organization uses, a regular Windows device is not going to work. You'll need Windows 10 Pro on it.
Yeah, of course.
Things like being able to access remote servers from your work, or maybe your work provides you with an Office license. If you plug those details into a regular Windows 10 device, it's not going to recognize all of them. But if you put it into a Windows 10 Pro device, it'll connect to Azure Active Directory, and then you get everything that you would use in your office at home. But that knowledge gap was there, and we weren't quite prepared for that, and a lot of retailers weren't. So I've been focusing on just getting these quick little things that just allow that process to be a little bit easier. People get panic about business conversations. You think you get into the nitty gritty stuff, and you really don't. It's a top line overview of stuff, and it should hopefully make these conversations a lot easier going forward in retailers.
Yeah, of course, because I mean, retail is one side, but the customers going in knowing that they need something, they probably don't know 9 out of 10
exactly.
times what they need, right?
Exactly. I mean, a lot of these things. So I mentioned Azure Active Directory. That is all set up by the IT department. The frontline staff will have absolutely no idea what that is. They might get a pop-up on the device and go, like, "Oh, okay, it's working," but they won't know what the infrastructure is. And a common one is you'll get, a customer will come in and they'll say, "I'm using my device for work. It needs to have Outlook on it," but they'll think of Outlook as just the front-facing app, which a lot of people think of. But the thing that actually allows Outlook to connect to their work account and their work emails is Exchange, which is in the background of Outlook. It's not the front-facing thing. And you could say buy a non-commercial version of Office that has Outlook on it, and you might think, great. Plug it in, and then you try and put in your work stuff, and nothing happens. So you've just wasted money on it. So, and of course, if you already download the software, you can't get the refund on it. So, having these discussions prior and during the sales conversation will not only make things a lot better for the customer, it will show how clued up you are, and you'll gain a lot more trust from them as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, yeah, especially like you said with the panic buying almost, because it was so sudden, one day we were there and nope, everything's shut. It's like,
yeah, I mean, good luck buying a chest freezer. I mean, they all went flying out the door as well.
Yes, I had, somebody, I think, it was on a telly the other day that, freezers, laptops, those things that were kind of really just gone. I suppose people were stocking out because they were not sure what was going to happen in the shops, and there was panic buying to begin with. Cool. So I mean that's kind of really good for the future proofing as well, right? Because they already have it, they're ready to go. So if we shall happen to come across this situation again, they're ready. They already have something in place to keep them going and not having to go through that process again.
Oh no, absolutely as well. I mean, retail will be different when we go back. It's not going to be the same. People's patterns of working is going to be completely different. A lot of people who previously would work in an office may now work from home part of the time. We going back into the field, we will still partially be working from home a couple of days a week as well. Like, we're not going to be in the field the whole time. And so these kind of conversations will be ongoing. You will still get people who need to buy a device for working from home, and making sure that we all have that information is definitely key.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've also know that Joe, you were working on something else, weren't you? Something with gaming, Xbox.
Oh yes, the Xbox Come Play With Us initiative. Yes,
really
Joe got the fun things to do.
I got the gaming. Did somebody say fun and gaming?
You can do the Windows Pro features. He can do Xbox. There has to be
the fun game. If I must play games. I mean, come on.
We all know how the favoritism works in this
team,
right?
That's it. Beginner's luck. No, but honestly, it's been amazing. Anybody. So for clarity, any retail professionals who are interested in taking part, please leave a comment in the chat. Like, please just leave a message, because any retail professional can take part. But yeah, we have been playing on Xbox. It's been it's been highly praised actually from all the retail professionals that have been taking part in it. I think just the fact that, especially with the times that we're currently in, it's been great to get that social interaction, to be able to keep in touch with everyone that we may have previously been visiting in store, or in my case never actually met, but it helps keep us as one team and one unit, really, I suppose, the best way.
So what have you been playing then? What is it?
Well, so the latest one at the moment is golf with friends, golf with your friends. That is,
oh my God.
As a competitive person, I believe there's a certain person in the chat, Mr. Adam Groves, who will vouch.
Oh yeah.
Competitive.
Let's have a look.
But I got 2.
Adam Groves, are you there? Please make yourself known.
Yeah, I got a very lucky second hole in one the other day, thanks to our very own Lara Chapman as well. We had collisions on, and basically, golf with your friends is a golf game.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, it's a multiplayer golf game, kind of like a crazy golf style thing where you have UFO maps and you're on pirate ships and all kinds of
Brilliant.
stuff. And yeah, it's just really fun, really funny game, and great to play with friends. So yeah.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to join in, yeah, just leave.
Like-
Oh, Adam. Well, Adam just said that game cheats. So there's that. Oh, yeah.
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 That's it,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Adam. Sure. Yeah. If you want to join, yeah, just leave a comment below this video, the stream, and then Joe will go through all the people that want to join, and we'll invite them in. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so it is a club. So if you actually search for the Xbox Come Play With Us team, it should be on there. But yeah, if for whatever reason you're having issues, feel free. Then yeah, just put it in the chat. Just say you're interested,
Yep.
and yeah, I'll definitely get you an invite.
Get in touch.
No problem.
Amazing. Well, Mike Anfield was on a stream as well, and he said it's been a great initiative, and you know, he's absolutely right when he's saying that it's massively important. The gaming, you know, especially in the lockdown. Imagine being able to have Game Pass and all those free games when your kids are at home, when you have nowhere else to go, and keeping them occupied and entertained for hours on end every day for 4 months. I don't have any kids, so I don't know what you guys have been through. But I can imagine gaming has been a lifesaver for a lot of people. So this initiative, thank you so much for this. That's amazing as well. So it's all slowly opening up. Some retailers are opening the doors. I was driving past one of the curries today, and I saw a queue outside. So I think they have like a queuing system, but they are actually letting people in. So when you go back, when you first go into the store for Joe, because you haven't actually been in the store yet.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? Because you know, like Ewan's been around for 2 years, so he's got some connections that he's made and people that he has wild. So there's obviously some kind of a relationship there. So what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I was so meeting so the new people, meeting customers, seeing how their needs have essentially changed since the lockdown, and adapting to that new way as well. Obviously, of course, people that have been involved in so for example, the Xbox Can Play With Us initiative. It'd be great to finally meet some of those people who we've been playing games with as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to just finally getting stuck in, seeing how the new world looks, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. To be fair,
It's like putting a name to a face, almost, isn't it?
It really is. Like it's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be great.
Amazing. How about you, Ewan?
I think my missus is just looking forward to me getting out of the house, to be honest with you. So I mean, genuinely, I'm gonna miss. I've missed catching up on podcasts while driving to stores. All these kind of silly things. But no, it'll be good to see people again. It's been good that we've been able to manage to keep a bit of contact with certainly with some people in retail, but it'd be nice to see those people again that we unfortunately haven't been able to get a hold of. So it would be good to see them all over again.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it must be strange for them as well because they, in retail they're in there day in day out. So, and then they've been taken out and they're slowly going back in. It's gonna be a slow burn for them as well. So they have to almost relearn some of the stuff, just like us, I guess. That's it, I think. I mean, we kind of covered, what you guys have been doing, and it sounds like the small bites, small digital assets are landing really well, and they're a lot easier to consume, I suppose, rather than having a huge chunk of material, right?
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone in the chat that has anything that they would like to see us cover in that kind of way, do let us know. as I mentioned, I've been covering a lot of accessibility stuff, a lot of business stuff as well, because that's a little bit more obscure. Covering apps as well, so I was covering phone integration
Okay.
with your Windows devices and that as well. Like I said, I made 20 of the bloody things, so there's quite a lot of stuff.
Microbytes.
But
Microbytes.
if you want to punish me and make me make some more, then do let me know what you'd like to hear about.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably a very good point because you guys are on the front line. So you will hear directly from customers that are coming back slowly into the store what they need. Gareth says commercial licensing would be amazing. Another gem for you. You and more business.
I've basically become like a depository of all this information over lockdown. So yeah, I'll put some pen to paper with that.
Okay, commercial licensing, we've got one. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, so there'll be more assets landing. Obviously, there's a lot of information on Expertzone as well, guys. So if you need any more information, please just log into our training portal and have a look in there. Because if there's anything new, we'll always pop it in there, and then we'll try to bring you some stuff on the streams as well. So I think we're gonna let people go. It's Thursday evening. But thank you so very much for joining us today, guys. How was it for you? Because is this your first stream? Like,
this is my first stream. It's been brilliant. I really enjoy it. So thanks for having me on.
Same, first one for me as well.
Amazing.
Well, no, that is I've been in the job for 2 years, but I'm the only one with this accent, so I'm sure we all know the reason why I've not been let on.
Oh no, we love the accent.
Quarter Scottish, so
I've got an accent as well, so we all have an accent. So thank you so much again for joining us, guys, and thank you everyone who's kind of stayed with us for half an hour on a Thursday evening. We've got Elliot's joined us as well, Alicia there, Mark, obviously Mike Anfield. So there's quite a few people with us today, which is amazing. So next time on a stream, guys, and you know that I am on a stream, please bring your drinking vessels. So you can share with the rest of the group. You've got your Viking horn. I've got my goblet. You've got your was it coffee or was it tea? I can't remember
It's
now.
the coffee one.
It's the
I've got the
coffee
tea one downstairs though.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, I'm very controversial. I don't drink tea or coffee, so this is a lie. I'm drinking from a lie right now.
Oh,
to be honest, so even worse.
Controversial.
Even worse. I know.
Lie,
Shameful.
guys, don't
Shameful.
believe him. So I've got my my goblet. So again, thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you today. Next stream. Tomorrow's a podcast day. Listen out for that. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Take care.